Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Hit.Or.Die podcast, episode 51. We're here with your hosts, Jake Saldowdy and Chad Rawford. We got a big one again for you today. We got our local D1 commits. Right now, you see Riley Cooper on the screen. Hopefully, we'll be having Isaac Ayon as well from Buchanan and Noah Beal from Clovis High. And maybe Noah Galvan might jump on. We had him on the list as well. But Riley's here with us now. Riley, thanks for coming on the show with us.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And here's Beal. Beal just hopped on. All we see is a shadow.
Perfect timing.
No, you might have to flip your whole thing around where the sun. Where are you? You in the garage?
Oh, yeah, I'm in the garage.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah,
That's
better.
better.
There we go.
Cool.
Well, good. We were just introducing you guys. So Noah Beal is on the show from Clovis High. Welcome on. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
So, let's get right into, this.
I was telling Chad, I wanted to get your guys'
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to get the initial reactions because I saw some of the tweets. I think Noah, you tweeted something just one more game. I forget what it was. It was a couple weeks ago, but Noah, we'll go ahead and start with you. Like, what was the first reaction when all this stuff started going down? Was there any optimism? And then when it actually got called that season's done, what were you guys thinking?
I don't know. I mean, I had a pretty good idea that it was coming just based off of kind of the pro sports getting canceled and stuff like that. So I had an idea that it was going to happen, just like a guess, but it was kind of when it first happened, it was like, I mean, we got to practice for a few days and then not play, which we had a game on Friday. And instead of playing the game, we got to practice, which didn't make sense to me. But as it started going on, as we got into the few weeks of this quarantine, I guess, hope kind of went away. But we'll see come May 1st what's going to happen. We'll see. Just got to stay ready.
Yeah. Riley, what about you guys? What were your first thoughts?
Well, I had hope for a little bit. But then, seeing, all the pro sports cancel, I thought from then it was not going to happen. So when it actually got officially canceled, I wasn't really surprised.
And how you guys staying pretty close with the teammates, like texting or FaceTime and stuff like that, coaching staffs?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we still have our group chats going and stuff and all talking.
Now and then Chad, you were telling me you guys got a text from your head coach. And so what's the deal with Clovis Unified? What are they talking about? May the 4th, I think I saw?
Yeah, they're talking about maybe possibly because they haven't officially ended school yet. So they're talking about if they do bring back school, that we might play like a couple exhibition games or try to get at least a senior night in for all these guys, which I'm sure would probably be Clovis West End's Clovis, like we always do our normal senior night. And then Clovis North will probably play Buchanan for their senior night or whatnot, and they'd go back and forth. But that's what we heard last week, so I'm still not sure. I don't know if you guys have heard anything different or kind of the same thing.
Yeah, kind of the same thing for me.
Yeah,
kind of hoping.
I was telling our head coach at Madera, I was like, I will take inter squad, like a 3-game series against our own team just to get the seniors an opportunity to play on the field again and get a good bye. Our last game. Oh, there's Ayon. Our last game was on the road, so that's it sucks for those guys. Sucks for all you guys, honestly. But they didn't get to play at home one last time, and I would love that for those guys and you guys, man. You deserve that.
Yeah. Isaac, welcome to the show. He's trying
good.
He's trying to get his background all done fancy.
How do I change it? I don't know how I did this.
Come on now.
Go to the bottom. Are you on your phone? Go to the bottom where it says more and hit virtual background and then hit none.
Oh, I got you.
And then close it up.
What's up, Riley? Dang. You really letting yourself go, man.
He doesn't have that Clovis Unified facial hair rule anymore, so he's got to get the beard going.
I feel free.
I was like, Noah, you probably can't really grow a beard. That's how I was in high school.
Yeah, no.
No facial
Dude, I'm
hair.
barely hit puberty.
Hey, I can't grow a beard either.
I didn't know I could
It's all
either.
good. These make up for my beard, though.
Oh, the guns.
What are those pistols? You got pistols working there?
Nah.
Pistols that
Lovely.
shoot 94.
Hey, that's all that matters.
That's right.
94.
We were Isaac. We were just talking to Noah and Riley about when the news came out that this was, the season potentially is done. What were your guys' thoughts, your teammates? Like, how did you take the whole situation in?
Well, I kind of took it as more of like, yeah, it sucks, but for guys like in my position, Riley's and Noah, so we all have something to look forward to. It's kind of over for like a couple guys on my team, like some seniors that had.
Is he freezing?
Yeah, he's going in and out.
Division 2 ball, or maybe Division 1, but they don't get the experience they get because of that.
Yeah, no, you were cutting in and out pretty good. But
cut out at.
You cut out like throughout the whole entire thing, but you were mainly talking about the situation you three are in, where you have Division 1 scholarships. You have something to look forward to.
Yeah, but my heart kind of went out for the guys who don't have anything to look forward to, and also for the guys that possibly had a chance to go on and play maybe in college, but they don't get that extra look that possibly would maybe get them some money, but now they don't get it because of the situation. So those are like my heart went out for those guys, but for me, I didn't really see it as much of a big deal because we have Noah and Riley.
Go ahead, Chad. Go ahead.
I was just going to jump into, because time-wise for Noah, I just want to make sure we get all this stuff for Noah. Speaking of that, you guys all got D1 offers and scholarships, and you're going D1. But what is it to you, that whole entire team, UNLV, Arizona, Oregon, they all can come back. They have the opportunity to come back. What has that done for your mindset at that next opportunity? Like Riley, Ayon, Beal. Beal, are you going to go pitch or are you going to do both?
I'm going to try to do both. We'll see.
Okay, so, for Riley and you guys, they're mainly going to be starter guys. Beal, too. Those guys might have their Friday, Saturday, Sunday guys coming back. They might be underclassmen. Have you guys taken a look at that aspect of it, of where you're going for your schools, and if that roster's coming back, how many seniors are gone, how many seniors are coming back? The draft might be only 5 rounds. You know what I mean? So there's so much to think about now in you guys, your situation that has never happened in the history. What have you guys thought about in that situation? And we'll start with Riley first, and we'll go from there.
Well, Arizona, I think they only had like 4 seniors, and lots of them I think are going to get drafted. So at first I was a little nervous about it. It's going to be more of a grind. But looking at it, I think it's going to average out to close to the same I think it would have been.
Okay. What about you, Noah?
Yeah, they have a few seniors, but I don't know if they're going to big impact players. But, you're going into the same thing. Nothing's given to you. You still have to earn your spot. So nothing's really changed there for me.
Nice. Ayon?
I'm kind of the same spot Noah is. There's not many big impact players. Either like they'll get drafted, but it'll be like probably for lower money. But they probably won't take it. They'll probably want to finish off their senior year. But it doesn't really influence my position as going in and possibly being what they've said, like a Saturday guy right off the bat. So it doesn't really affect me. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think you're right. With you're going in to win a job no matter who's there. And let's say this just played out normal. The intention is to show up as a freshman and do what I got to do to get in the lineup or on the mound. So, is it going to be a little harder, maybe more challenging? Sure. But, you guys are going to D1 schools. That's kind of why you're going, is for those challenges. So, I think that's a really good point. How excited are you guys to go? Let's get there.
Oh,
I'm pretty excited. I think we're all pretty excited.
Yeah, let's get on campus already.
See, we can get a smile in this time that it is. We can still get a smile out of you guys and be.
Well, I'm just saying. I know Riley's looking forward to the ladies. He's a big ladies guy.
Hey, all I know is in Tempe, they're not bad, but Arizona State, I think, has the better looking women up there.
Maybe.
Hey, and Oregon, hey, Ayon's going to the best looking softball program in the country, you know?
Yeah, that is true.
And I'm a pretty good hitter, so I'd maybe give a couple lessons.
You got a girl though.
I'm playing, bro. Don't be doing this.
Oh, man. And then, Noah, you're going to UNLV, and it's actually going to be good for you. Oakland's going to be in Vegas. You get to go to some NFL games. And
oh, yeah. It'll be fun.
I went to a Black Knights hockey game, and, dude, it's crazy. They're big time loyal to that area. And, I mean, I'm talking about Las Vegas and the people that live there. They go to all the sporting events, and it's going to be a good time for you too.
Super fun, yeah.
No, I was the same thing. I was just going to ask if you guys are, the idea of playing the city-county game or all-star stuff that's been brought up. I mean, is that something you guys would like to do? I mean, I'm just.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, I've talked to a lot of the guys last year. That's one of the funnest highlights of the year, getting to play in that game. So
it's definitely something memorable. I know playing in it. I was the first year at Grizzly Stadium. It used to be played at Fresno State. But just that atmosphere to be at a professional ballpark and around all your buddies from other teams and schools. Like, I mean, look at your lineup. For the city team, you got Ayon, Beal, Galvan, Eshawn, Cooper. I mean, I don't know if anybody would score off you guys in the city-county game.
It'd be dirty.
But it's always tough, man.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's a fun game.
The one time I got to coach for the city, we lost. And when I coached for the county, we got blitzed. So,
jeez.
I can't get up in that game.
I think that is something that should happen. If they try to do that in the squad stuff, at least do the city county or
it's just
like
how do you
talking
do it?
about the SWYL. I mean, you still do a vote. You have the coaches vote on their players, and you try to. You could still all do that stuff, not in a room with each other, and then you just maybe even play a 3-game series out of that with city county. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
With all the quarantine stuff going on, do you guys missing any of the sports?
I was never into I don't really watch sports. I'm just I'll either be outside running or something. I don't really watch sports. Not even baseball really.
No?
Yeah, more of I'll watch highlights on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. But other than that, just play.
Yeah, that's what I do about pretty much. But I don't actually watch it on TV. I'm like, oh, I want to watch that game. Mm-hmm.
What about the college game? You guys into the college game at all? When it's on, anyways?
Mm-hmm.
No?
I mean, I did watch the Fresno State game the other night, the 2008 championship game, but that's the last college game I've watched in a long time.
Did you guys go to any of the Fresno State games this year at all?
Mm-mm.
Not this year.
No, it was fun. They're good. They're that just gives you a feel of what college baseball is like, being there.
Mm-hmm.
I went
to you guys
one.
kind of a jump. It was good. It was fun. I mean, especially when playing Washington, Irvine early on. Well, King was there, from Irvine. So, that's something that you could learn from just watching baseball too. That's something that I learned growing up is just watching the game and seeing how, there might be a pitcher on the bump that are like one of you, and how's he pitching to this guy, and you can pick up tendencies of what they do. So some of that stuff's fun to watch, and that's when you dive deep into the game, and you're not just watching it to watch it. You're actually watching it to try to, better your craft as a pitcher, mainly for you guys. So
another thing I wanted to get into was, and Chad goes off of what you're saying. I'm piggybacking. You guys, this just stopped right when league was about to start. And I'm pretty sure most people follow the track. We're excited to see all these matchups one by one. I mean, can you guys, Riley, can you talk about who were you guys going to open with first? Was it West?
West, yeah.
So who, Chad, who would –
it was going to be Eshawn versus Riley, game 1.
Yeah.
So
and then so Noah, who are you going to start with?
I think we had Central. I was going to have Wilty.
Okay, that's another good matchup.
Yeah.
And then Ayon, you guys would have had Easton, right?
Yeah, and I would have got Parker.
I mean, those are some good games.
I've seen North. We got to see Riley last year as a junior, and you obviously probably don't remember playing us, but it was a pretty solid, like 3 or 4 inning outing. I think it was one walk, maybe one reach out single. I think Brentsfield got a hit, and that was about it. And then Ayon, we don't really need to talk about that game against us last year. But I wanted to get your guys' idea of the matchups going into track this year. You know, who were you excited to face, Riley?
I'm excited to pitch against Isaac. I feel like that was a really big game, and I was ready for that one.
I was looking forward to facing Noah and Riley, like 2 of the top guys in the track.
What do you think the atmospheres were going to be like? Because I know the track's always fun. I've been in it at nighttime, and I think it was 12. We didn't play any track games where it wasn't crowded, but like this year, especially with some of the pitching matchups, it seemed like it was just every game was going to be pretty loaded with fans.
A lot of radar guns.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Attract a lot of attention. Noah, who are you excited to face off against?
All these guys, anyone. It's always fun.
Yeah, last time I saw Noah pitch, he no-hit us again on our senior day, I think.
Sorry.
We were lucky
okay.
we
It's
did.
the first time I've ever been a part of something like that in the history that I've ever played, coached, anything. I've never been a part of a no-hitter. And to be the hitting coach, which is fucking terrible, that it makes you really feel good about yourself that night.
Isaac, I think last year, we had that last year with you guys combined against us, didn't you? I think you started like 4 and King finished it. I forget who the middle guy was, but
yeah, that's me, Marcelo, and then King.
Okay, he remembers.
Yeah,
I did say we played you guys this year, and I'll be honest, man, I was really impressed with some of the young guys on your team. I thought, early on some of the rankings, and they are what they are, but I thought you guys were a little lower than you should have been. And Bernal was playing really well. I thought you guys were going to make a run at this thing.
Yeah, I mean, we started off really young. A lot of people were thinking we weren't going to do as well as we were starting off to do. But I think we would have had a chance. We would have definitely been able to hold some games against like North, High, and West. I think those would have been some really good games. I think it honestly would have came down to offense. Every team in the track has at least a dude. And once those two go down to each other, it's just going to come down to who hits.
dude, Aon's got a messed up phone over there.
In a dishwasher.
No, but he's right. You just heard all those matchups they were talking about. It was definitely outside of this nice weather, but it's definitely come down to hitting, and that's where even me being the hitting coach, they were going to be like 1-0, 2-1. Those ball games that you guys just talked about, they're going to be low-scoring ball games because that's just how good you guys are as a pitching staff. And in high school, when you have a dude, it's going to be tough for the hitters that day. And, we have a bunch of dudes in the track, and there are going to be some great matchups and some low-scoring games, which, like I said, it's really nerve-wracking for a hitting coach like me because your plan kind of goes out the door and you're just, getting frustrated because you guys know how to
grind it out.
Exactly. So there is going to be a lot of fun this year. The track was going to be a toss-up. I think anybody could have won the track this year. I don't think anybody was really heads above anybody else. Because, West had 2 guys. Clovis had, Mortensen was coming on. He was doing good. Beal won. Ayon, and then your young guys were coming in good. So it was going to be a dogfight. That's what sucks. Yeah. So, it sucks that this happened. And but I think somebody was talking about having a playoff where you just take the top seed. And I know you tweeted out something, Beal, about the top 4 seed last year didn't win it when you guys.
Yeah,
it
doesn't make sense. It's like there was no top 4 seed in the Valley Championship game last year. I don't think you can base it off seedings going into playoffs because playoffs is a whole different beast and a lot more strategy has to go into that with pitch counts and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's where it's tough to make a playoff format if we don't play any games.
No, yeah, 100%.
So.
Well, and the other thing is you've got non-track, like Memorial came in and did what they were supposed to do. I think they lost to North. That was it. So where do you put those guys? Because I mean, we're in the CMAC, so it's definitely not the track. It's not a terrible league, but it was going to be down a little bit this year. And then Frontier had come down into the Valley and beat some track teams and did what they were supposed to do. You know, it's hard.
They've been
how
good for a few years.
Yeah, how do you rank that? You know, it would be nice to just say, hey, can we put a playoff tournament together where, I don't know, you split them in half, these 16 teams and 2 brackets, and play for a couple weeks and, you know, do a round robin, or there's some way to figure it out. I mean, I can't believe we can't figure it out. I mean, obviously with the shelter in place, that's number one. I get that. But at some point, things are going to get back to the way they are. And if it happens before these guys leave for school, why not try to make something happen?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, you guys are quiet. I know you're not this quiet when you're on campus or at the baseball field. I know it.
Oh, in classroom, I don't talk at all.
Actually, I do believe you, Beal, that you're pretty quiet. I do believe that. But I know Ayon probably doesn't shut up, and I know I've seen Cooper during band practice stuff. You talk a lot too. Come on, you guys need to loosen up a little bit here.
What are you guys doing to keep things going, just baseball wise, right now? It's
right now,
keep throwing.
Go ahead.
I mean, throw, work out. It's kind of same routine, just not as a team or with coaches out there. So do what you got to do to keep yourself in shape. Can't worry about anybody else right now.
Yeah.
Riley?
Yeah, just working out, keeping in shape, playing catch with my brother just here and there, and just staying in shape basically.
Trying to get some pins in?
Yeah.
Isaac
Ayon just came off of lifting, so we already know he's getting that grind.
Going hard.
Done yet, but yeah, just lifting, throwing, being regimented. That's the thing. Like when you go to the next level, everything's regimented. Like when you lift, when you're able to eat, just kind of like preparing myself for that kind of next level kind of stuff.
Yeah, and it's going to be, you know, Chad, you could probably comment more on it, but I mean, that next level, you know, it's going to be a daily grind of that, you know, not just playing, but eating a certain way, lifting at a certain time, you know, fitting in your classes. I mean, are you guys – I mean, it's got to be – I mean, I know, again, it'd be nice to finish this out and you know, play on your turf one more time, but you got to be a little jacked up to get on the campus and kind of get that whole life started. Yeah, how are you guys feeling about being away from home too? You're all going to be pretty good distance away from home.
I'm ready to leave the nest a little bit. Ready to be on my own for a little bit.
Riley, how about you?
It's exciting, but also nerve-wracking. Just I've never actually been away for that long, so it's a new experience, but I'm ready for it.
Isaac,
Ayon? Is he there? Is he cutting out?
I'm not sure.
Well, I could tell you from experience. I didn't go when you guys did. You guys are going right out of high school. I went to
yeah, same with me. I mean, I'm ready to go, but I know for sure I'm going to get homesick. Everyone does.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at is even though I went a little bit, I went 2 years after you guys, and that was my first time away from home. It was my first time on a plane going I was 19 when I went on my visit. So it's something different. You actually grow up a little bit. You learn some responsibility. Yeah, we can hear you. Just always remember, you know, your family's there for you. Call them, FaceTime. Well, I didn't have FaceTime. I barely had a cell phone then. So, but just remember that. It's going to be tough. It's always tough being away from home, but you got your family that's going to support you through it all. So don't hesitate to call them and FaceTime them and keep them in the loop. Yeah,
and you guys are going to develop a new family and be tight. And it's I'm excited for you guys, man. All the kids that are be going places, even the kids that are going JC ball that are going to be taking a little trips away. It's going to be fun to see you guys go on and represent the Valley. I think that's what I think some kids forget. You know, we follow you guys, whether, I coach in Madera, but I know coaches in the South Valley, they're all going to be keeping up with everything you guys are doing, and they're pulling for you guys. When you see Gambrell, in the College World Series win a national championship, or, I got lucky enough to coach, Tyler Ferguson in Vanderbilt in 2014, won a national title, and, have Ryan Clark to see Santa Barbara, make a trip to Omaha. So everybody's going to be watching you guys, and guaranteed they're going to be pulling for you. And I know you all going to represent us very well.
The plan.
Just grind. The grind never stops. Just remember that. Don't
Yep,
ever stop
never.
grinding.
Never.
Work as hard as you can until your career's over. So, I do have one question. I don't know if Ayon's with us anymore. His screen's all.
Yeah, no, he's there. He's back.
If Florida's asking the seniors if they want to come back for high school, they can. With you guys having your scholarships, and let's just say you'd still have them even if you came back for your senior year, would you guys be willing to do that to play your senior year over again, or is it just it is what it is and it's time to move on?
No shot. I can't go through senior year. I can't go through school like that again.
Oh,
No way. No way.
Yeah, same.
I'm ready to get out of there.
Like, it is what it is now.
Hey, I mean, the only good thing about school is baseball. Schoolwork,
Yeah, schoolwork's not there.
I'd be passing out in class though. I'd be like, just keep me going, and I'd be.
Dude, I hope Ayon gets drafted. I really do.
With his stuff, I don't think that'll be an issue.
No. Well, it all depends on the rounds now too, which sucks. So sometimes that hurts for everybody.
When you're throwing 94 top 5, you're there.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fine. And I think he's putting it on a little bit. He's going to get it done in the classroom. You don't go to a Power 5 like that and not expect to get it done,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm going to get it done in the classroom, but, I'd rather not be there. I'd rather be
At least he's honest.
with Riley's girl. I'm just playing.
That's fine.
I'm just playing.
Hey, school's not for everybody. It's just you just got to get it done. Yeah.
Lives in the sleeves.
Yeah, and I don't. Have they even put that out yet? Are they going to do the 5 rounds, or they've announced what MLB is going to do?
I think it's just. I've heard a little different stuff. I've heard that maybe if MLB plays, they may do 10. If MLB doesn't, it's going to be 5. I don't know. Different things.
I did right before this Zoom. I just got off the phone with my advisor, and he was saying that at most there'll be 10 rounds, but at least there'll be 5. And he said he's pretty sure they'll still keep it in June, but if not, then it'll be in July around the same time, like July 10th, 11th, and 12th, where the draft is supposed to be, but just a month later.
Interesting.
It's all weird.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to sit back and see. But I know Noah, you got to go, and Chad, I'll go ahead and start. But I wanted to thank you guys for hopping on. I know it's hard not to finish it out and see how league. I mean, track was going to be fun, so not to see that play out and go watch those games sucks. But first, just thank you guys for coming on the show with us, and also good luck going forward and playing D1 baseball, man. Like I said, we'll all be watching and rooting, and you're going to see some Oregon and Arizona baseball playing against each other. So maybe we get to see a matchup with Riley and Ayon. That'll be fun. But just whatever it is, guys, going forward, we wish you the best of luck, man, and health.
Yeah, you guys too. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, good luck.
Yep. See you later.
All right, guys.
See you guys.
Just bring it back. It was nice having those guys on. Other than talking to some of our own players, I haven't really got any other kids, perspective or how they felt about what had happened or been going on. And so to talk to some guys, it's kind of cool. They seem like they're good with it. You know what I mean? They've gotten past the it being done, but also they're also going to continue playing. And for that's for more guys. It's not that case. So that's where, wanting something to happen for some of those guys, I think would be fantastic to, like I said, we're talking about even just inter-squatting, a 3-game series. I would take that for our seniors. But yeah, no, it's good talking to those guys. And I think that will be cool. We'll probably end up seeing a matchup with Ayon and Cooper.
What about, is UNLV in the Mountain West, or are they still in the WAC?
I believe it's Mountain. Well, I don't know. No, football's Mountain West. I would maybe
Oh, then yeah, we'll see UNLV in state.
football's
So
Mountain West.
we'll see Beal. I know Soderstrom's there. Oh no, Soderstrom's at Northridge. Sorry, but Beal will be at UNLV. He'll be playing against Fresno State, so that would be good to see him come back home. Yeah, I think what they said is they obviously have places to go, and it has been, a month, so they've had time to think about it and process it. And, I think be okay with it now. But yeah, I think it'd still be cool to have either a senior night or a city county game, something for the seniors. So yeah, but it was, and I actually knew the question, like when we talked about the seniors wanting to stay back, that's pretty much going to be your answer from most seniors that have somewhere to go. You might get the ones that want to come back if they don't have anywhere to go yet. But
yeah, but I mean, like, do you want to come back and do your whole senior year? I don't know.
Yeah, and not school.
To come back and play baseball, yeah, that's what they want. They don't want to come back and
exactly.
They're going to be leaving to just continue to do school, and I think again, going back to even what Bill said, like it doesn't, seniors coming back or not, it doesn't change the mindset going in. Is that you're going in to try to win a spot, and that would be the case regardless of who's there or who's on the roster. It's just a matter of there's more guys I got to try to beat out, and then that's probably better. That's the mentality you should have. That's a good mentality to have. It should be that way at every level.
Yeah. And I think they all had that same mentality, which is good. You don't have anybody just kind of second guessing their decision. They're going in knowing what's at stake, but knowing they're still going to have to work for it. And that's good. It's better. It's good to have that mindset and willingness to get after it.
I was reading some stuff today, because again, we don't know about the draft. We don't even know about the season as far as MLB goes. And I was reading some stuff that, they're talking about, sports can come back. And they were saying in certain things that could happen for that to come back is nobody comes to the stadiums. It said put the players or athletes in big hotels and keep them.
Aren't they already in big hotels?
Keep them under surveillance and have them tested every week, so they don't infect each other or family. And I'm just thinking, man, that's a lot to just get guys. I mean, are players going to be willing to do that? They are risking their health.
I think they would have to either sign like a waiver or something. I don't know, but I mean, you and I go to work every day.
It's true.
I'm around, I'm not literally around thousands and thousands of people, but what I do, thousands of people touch stuff that I touch every day.
Yeah. Well, response, I mean, Manfred, what did he say? He said the only real decision we've made, or the only really plan that we have, is that baseball is not going to return until the public's health situation has improved, and that at a point they feel comfortable playing games, and it's safe for players and employees and fans. And I don't know, man. I don't know how far into the summer it goes. So we don't even know with the draft approaching. Who knows?
Yeah. Nobody knows. It's just a toss-up now. We kind of just try to go day by day.
I did find it odd that they don't watch a lot of baseball. And I hear that with our guys. And because I first heard that, I'm like, man, that's kind of interesting. Why don't you guys watch baseball? It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I mean, we had them. I should have asked why they're not so into watching the games. But
yeah, I don't know. It might just be a generational thing, or they have more things to do. I don't know. That's why I was trying to tell them, like, the reason why you watch games sometimes, it's not just to watch the baseball game, but it's to watch, tendencies people do or pick things up or try to almost make your mental game stronger, or your baseball smarts, why things are done, why a pitcher pitched this way to this hitter, stuff like that.
I would
But
ask most of those big leaguers, like if you ask like Jason Donald or, we Jason Wood or these, Luplo and Walden, and we might be talking to those guys in the near future. Did they watch a lot of baseball when they were younger? Because I bet you the majority, I would assume, sorry, I don't want to bet because I don't have any money to bet, but I would assume the majority would say, yeah, they watched a lot of baseball. If you're big leaguers, right? I don't know. It's part of the homework, right? It's part of everything, the makeup that it took to get there. I don't know.
well, I mean, I'm not saying they don't, the guys we just talked to.
No,
it's a part of living, breathe, and dying by the baseball.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
just,
that's what I'm saying.
I think it's just another opportunity to learn, is to watch. That's why it's to even go to a Fresno State game when you're in high school. I mean, that's all we did growing up. Is we went to the high school varsity game, and then we went to the Fresno State game on the weekends. And, we were watching baseball, and I don't know. It's just a different time.
Yeah, I was watching earlier today. I have pulled up YouTube and I watched a couple clips from the World Baseball Classic in 2017. And it's just, dude, you're watching the best guys in the world play this game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing how good they really are.
Yeah.
And I started to miss it, but also appreciate, the level of skills those guys play at. It's pretty ridiculous.
But I mean, the good thing is the guys we just had on is, even though they might not be watching baseball like we used to, they're still working out and grinding and getting better. So
yeah, and they're going to be fine. They're talented kids.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of tools. Those guys are the Valley's going to be represented well, and even in the South Valley. So I mean, I'm excited for all of them. It's going to be fun to watch those guys, go on to some big schools and do some great things. And all we can do is hope they succeed and it go as far as they can. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want that for Valley players. We put out episode 50 on Monday, so if you haven't checked it out. It was a Bush League. Had some fun in there, some good banter in that one. If you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, check it out. You can get the show Spreaker, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify. I think there's some other third parties out there, but we'll keep on grinding away. I think we got another one coming at you, but 2 more next week. So we'll just keep on grinding out. I wanted to thank those guys again if they listened to join us today. Good luck to them, and thanks everybody for listening to the show. That's episode 51 of the Hit or Die podcast.
Hit or Die.